I'm back in my 1974 Dolomite Sprint to show you the little horror that this is hiding. It's not the dripping windscreen sill, which is quite annoying, but that's easily replaced by putting a new windscreen. We're having this windscreen taken out and put a new seal in. Now you'll see here, there's a hole there, and someone's very kindly pot rooted this on. The reason being is because all the way under here is a nice big rusty hole that goes across most of the way, and the whole bit is a bit fragile and broken and rusty. Some of it is not too bad, some of it is very thin in places, like here. So this whole area, like that there, that look how thin that is. I have no idea how I'm going to weld that up. I may have to just try and cut further up and stick it behind and try and weld on top, and then get some what is it? It's Dynatrol or whatever it is to fill the cavity up with rust prevention. Anyway, this is the whole area that I'm going to have to try and sort out, which is going to be very fun, yeah, something like that. It's quite amazing what a bit of action on the wire wheel does to a rusty old mess. It doesn't look half as bad now. I mean, it is still rusty in there, but I can treat that with some crust or something similar and then give it a bit of paint. I mean, it's not that thin. There's a few pitted holes. Sorry, the light's awful. It's gone dark now and I'm working outside. But yeah, there's a pitted hole there. But to be honest, I think I could get away with crust and paint. That hole's there. This is probably the most awkward one. I'm tempted to leave that for now. I'm going to have to come back to this because the windscreen's going to have to come out. When I eventually move house, I'm trying to move house at the moment, but once I eventually move house, I can take the windscreen seal out and actually get in there properly and sort that out good and proper. These riveted plates, they're going to have to come out, but they're probably not going to come out now. What I'll probably do is just clean it up and then weld around here, because that'll give the most strength around here. It's not ideal at all to leave them as is, but they're quite strong. The other option I could do is clean them up and weld them. Effectively, they'd be like a repair patch. I don't usually like doing that. I like to actually put in the steel properly and butt it up. But I mean, I could just clean this up and weld it and make it a nice little repair patch. Likewise, there's another one here. I haven't quite finished cleaning up. The battery's gone flat on my grinder, and to be honest, I've gone a bit flat as well. It's a tiring work trying to crawl around in a nearly 40-year-old car with many bits sticking out and not half pulled apart. But yeah, so I thought I'd give a quick update, final update on where this is at. Next step will be probably trying to remove this. I was going to kind of leave this, but I know it'll bug me if I don't repair behind here, because it's not as bad, but it's still, I mean, there is metal there. If you look, there is a little bit of metal still there, but I don't think it's that great this side. Problem is, this is the windscreen wiper mechanism, and the nut on the other side is a bit rounded out, so I'm going to have to try and get it off without completely ruining everything, and then get this brake pedal off. To be honest, the brake pedal would be quite easy. It's just 2 bolts down there, and then looks like 2 screws here or something. One last thing is that whoever seemed to have been here last absolutely adored filler, because it's everywhere. Why you put filler down the front of in a bulkhead behind a dashboard is beyond me, but they have, and then painted at the top of it. Anyway, I've got most of that off, and I'll carry on trying to get all that off and clean it up and put a bit of paint and protect it properly. But yeah, for now, I've got to get that windscreen wiper mechanism off, and then get the brake pedal off, finish cleaning this up, weld a new strip in. That's going to probably be a bit, well, it's going to be a horrible job because I'm on my back. And then paint it, and obviously the other problem is, obviously, if I put a plate in here, how do you get to the back of it and paint it? Well, probably what I'll have to do is get Stintrol or whatever it is with a tube on it that's used for cavity filling, and then stick it down there and give it a good squirt and fill it up nice and proper. Because if it's done properly, it should never need doing again, at least for a very long time. Probably outlive me then, and I don't know, then the next person will, you know, probably be what, 40-50 years time plus. Anyway, that's it for now. Yeah, I'll do another video maybe in a couple of days time, or whatever time I get to weld this up.